Hey, I'm Kelly. If you love cars as much as I do, you're in the right place. From drifting car days to uncovering the world's most iconic rides. Gear up and subscribe to Drive with Kelly for nonstop car fun. Ever watched an old cop show and thought, man, those cruisers just looked cooler back then? There's something about the way police cars used to be built that modern vehicles just can't seem to capture. Maybe it was the raw power under the hood or the intimidating presence they commanded on the streets. Whatever it was, officers who drove these machines still talk about them with a certain gleam in their eye. Today, we're counting down 10 police cars that officers genuinely miss. Vehicles that weren't just transportation, but partners in keeping the peace. So buckle up and hit that like and subscribe button because this is going to be a ride down memory lane. Number 8. Dodge Diplomat. The Dodge Diplomat might not get the same nostalgic attention as some other police vehicles, but ask any officer who actually drove one, and you'll hear nothing but respect. This mid-sized sedan served law enforcement throughout the late 70s and 80s, offering a compelling alternative to the larger full-size cruisers. The available 318 cubic inch V8 engine provided respectable performance, while the smaller footprint made the car surprisingly nimble in urban environments. Officers working tight city streets appreciated being able to maneuver through traffic that would have swallowed larger cruisers whole. What really won officers over was the Diplomat's unexpected toughness. Despite its modest size, this car could take a beating and keep running. Transmissions lasted forever. Engines ran reliably with basic maintenance. The overall package just worked without constant attention. For surveillance work, the Diplomat's relatively anonymous appearance proved invaluable. It looked like any other sedan on the road, allowing officers to blend in when necessary. The handling surprised many who expected the smaller car to feel unstable at speed. The lower center of gravity actually made it more planted through corners than its larger siblings. The Diplomat quietly disappeared from police fleets in the late 80s, replaced by newer designs. But those who drove them remember a car that punched well above its weight class, proving that bigger isn't always better in law enforcement. Number 7. Plymouth Grand Fury. The Plymouth Grand Fury represented Chrysler's full-size answer to the Caprice and Crown Victoria. This imposing sedan patrolled American streets from 1980 through 1989, earning a devoted following among officers who appreciated its unique combination of power and presence. Chrysler didn't hold back when engineering the Grand Fury for police duty. The available 318 V8 engine delivered solid performance, but the real magic happened with the optional 360 cubic inch power plant. This larger engine transformed the Grand Fury into a genuine pursuit vehicle capable of running down most anything foolish enough to flee. The car's styling struck the perfect balance between authority and anonymity. In civilian trim, the Grand Fury looked like any other large American sedan. Add the police package, and it became unmistakably intimidating. Officers particularly appreciated the Grand Fury's ride quality during long shifts. The suspension absorbed rough pavement without sacrificing handling when needed. The seats were comfortable enough for extended patrol duty, and the cabin remained relatively quiet, even at highway speeds. Reliability proved to be the Grand Fury's secret weapon. These cars simply refused to quit. Engines routinely exceeded 150,000 miles with basic maintenance. When Plymouth discontinued the Grand Fury in 1989, loyal departments reluctantly moved on. But the car's reputation endured. Number 6. Chevrolet Impala 9C1. When Chevrolet revived the Impala nameplate for police duty in 2000, expectations were high. The legendary Caprice had left enormous shoes to fill. As it turned out, the Impala 9C1 carved out its own impressive legacy over the following 13 years. The 9C1 designation indicated the specific police package. The 3.9-liter V6 engine eventually gave way to more powerful options, but even base models provided adequate performance for most patrol duties. The real revelation was fuel economy. Departments accustomed to the thirsty V8s of previous generations suddenly found their fuel budgets stretching further. Front-wheel drive initially concerned officers raised on rear-wheel drive cruisers, but the Impala's layout offered advantages. Better traction in snow and rain made the car more capable in adverse conditions, and the absence of a transmission tunnel meant more interior space. The cabin represented a significant upgrade from previous police vehicles. Better climate control, improved ergonomics, and reduced noise levels made shifts more bearable. Officers could actually hear their radios without cranking the volume to maximum. The car's durability surprised skeptics who assumed front-wheel drive meant fragility. Properly maintained Impalas routinely exceeded 100,000 miles in demanding police service. When production ended in 2013, the Impala had served long enough to create its own generation of loyal officers. Number 5. Ford Mustang SSP. Here's something that sounds like it shouldn't exist, but absolutely did. Ford actually built Mustangs specifically for police work, and they were every bit as wild as you'd imagine. The Special Service Package Mustang served various law enforcement agencies from 1982 through 1993. The California Highway Patrol famously deployed Mustang SSPs, using them specifically for high-speed pursuit situations where traditional sedans couldn't keep up. These weren't modified civilian cars. Ford built them from the ground up with police requirements in mind. The 5-liter V8 engine received calibration specifically for pursuit duty. Imagine being a speeder in 1985, confident you could outrun any police cruiser on the road. Then a Mustang appears in your mirror, closing the gap with terrifying speed. The psychological impact alone probably ended plenty of chases before they really began. Officers assigned to Mustang duty generally loved the experience, though it came with trade-offs. The car was fast, nimble, and genuinely fun to drive. But it was also cramped, loud, and completely impractical for normal patrol work. You couldn't transport prisoners or spend 12 hours in relative comfort. The Mustang was a specialist tool, not a general-purpose cruiser. Production numbers remained relatively small compared to mainstream police vehicles. Officers who drove Mustang SSPs during their careers possessed bragging rights that most cops never earned. They got paid to drive one of the most exciting police vehicles ever built. Number 4. Chevrolet Camaro B4C. Not to be outdone by Ford's Mustang program, Chevrolet offered their own high-performance police vehicle. The Camaro B4C package transformed America's favorite pony car into a legitimate law enforcement tool. From 1991 through 2002, select agencies deployed these machines for duties where nothing else would suffice. The B4C designation indicated the specific police package, which included numerous modifications beyond what civilian Camaros received. Engine calibrations optimized for pursuit duty, heavy-duty cooling systems, upgraded electrical components, and suspension tuning designed for high-speed stability all came standard. Like the Mustang SSP, the Camaro found its niche in specialized pursuit roles. The California Highway Patrol again led adoption, recognizing that certain situations demanded vehicles capable of matching modified street racers and exotic sports cars. Interior accommodations remained the Camaro's weakness for police work. 2 doors meant awkward prisoner transport. Departments accepted these limitations because the Camaro's strengths in specific situations outweighed its general-purpose shortcomings. The visual impact of a Camaro in police livery cannot be overstated. These cars looked fast standing still, and the intimidation factor proved valuable. Street racers who might have run from a Crown Victoria thought twice when a Camaro appeared. Number 3. Dodge Charger Pursuit. The modern Dodge Charger Pursuit represents something remarkable in police vehicle history. It successfully bridged the gap between the beloved rear-wheel drive cruisers of the past and the technological demands of contemporary law enforcement. Since 2006, this muscular sedan has earned devoted fans among officers who appreciate its combination of old-school character and modern capability. Dodge understood what officers missed about vehicles like the Crown Victoria and designed the Charger accordingly. Rear-wheel drive returned, providing the predictable handling characteristics that veterans preferred. The available 5.7-liter Hemi V8 delivered genuine performance, with later versions producing over 370 horsepower. The Charger's aggressive styling announced its presence without apology. That distinctive front fascia, the muscular fenders, The overall stance communicated authority before lights ever activated. Suspects knew immediately what was behind them. Inside, Dodge provided officers with a modern working environment while maintaining the spaciousness that police work demands. Technology integration set the Charger apart from previous generations. Modern electronics, connectivity features, and computer systems worked seamlessly with the platform. The Charger's durability in police service has proven exceptional. These cars handle the abuse of daily patrol work while maintaining reliability that keeps them on the street. For many departments, the Charger represents the best of both worlds. Number 2. Ford Police Interceptor Sedan. When Ford discontinued the Crown Victoria, departments faced an uncertain future. The Police Interceptor Sedan, based on the Taurus platform, arrived to fill that void. From 2012 through 2019, this vehicle demonstrated that progress doesn't require abandoning everything that worked before. Ford engineered the Police Interceptor Sedan, specifically for law enforcement from the beginning. The 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 engine delivered impressive power while maintaining better fuel economy than the V8S it replaced. All-wheel drive came standard, a significant departure from the rear-wheel drive tradition. The interior represented a generational leap forward in police vehicle design. Modern ergonomics, improved visibility, and thoughtful equipment integration made the cabin a more effective workspace. Safety improvements addressed concerns that had plagued previous generations. Reliability met the demanding standards that police work requires. These vehicles accumulated high mileage while maintaining operational readiness. Though production has ended, the Police Interceptor Sedan's influence continues. Officers who drove these vehicles remember them as capable, reliable partners. Number 1. Chevrolet Caprice PPV. Taking the top spot is a vehicle that represented Chevrolet's triumphant return to serious police car production. The Caprice Police Patrol Vehicle, produced from 2011 through 2017, gave officers everything they'd been missing since the original Caprice disappeared. This Australian-built rear-wheel drive sedan delivered exactly what law enforcement had been requesting for years. The Caprice PPV arrived with a 6-liter V8 engine producing 355 horsepower, later upgraded to an even more powerful 6.2-liter unit. This wasn't adequate performance. This was dominant performance. Officers finally had a vehicle that could chase down virtually anything on public roads without breaking a sweat. Rear-wheel drive returned in a modern package, combining the handling characteristics veterans loved with contemporary engineering. The interior dimensions recalled the beloved original Caprice. Officers had room to work, room to breathe, and room to spend long shifts without feeling cramped. Build quality exceeded expectations. The Australian manufacturing heritage meant attention to detail that impressed even skeptics. The Caprice PPV proved that the formula that worked in the past could still succeed when executed properly. And there you have it, 10 police cars that officers genuinely miss, from the original Caprice that started it all to the modern Caprice PPV that brought the magic back. These weren't just vehicles. They were partners, protectors, and pieces of law enforcement history. Did you know about the Mustang police cars? Let me know in the comments section below. If this trip down memory lane got you nostalgic, you should get a sneak peek at the top 12 cars from India that are shockingly good and are now blowing up the automotive market. Sales popped on the upper left of your screen.